making a wish on a passing car. She's dancing with strangers.
Hey everybody, I'm CHRIS DAUGHTRY and you're watching Pavlina's Kidz Place.
Hey everyone, it's Pavlina from Pavlina's Kidz Place, and we are here in Orlando at the House of Blues, and I'm here with CHRIS DAUGHTRY. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, How are you?
I am good. How
Good
is?
to see you again.
Yes, I know. It's nice to see you
Yeah.
too. So, what's been up since like the last time? It was like February or something? Or
Yeah,
like, when was that?
we have literally been touring nonstop. After I saw you, we went to Europe. Then we did the whole States run in the summer, and then we went back to Europe and Japan, and now we're back in the States. So it's been a constant roller coaster for sure.
Yeah, lots of like back and forth. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That I would always like. I don't know. I feel like touring would be like a lot of fun.
It's fun. It can be grueling. You know, like today we had a show last night.
Yeah.
Had to be up at 5:30 in the morning
Oh my gosh.
to fly here. So I mean, those are the things that I try not to complain about.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. But, okay, so your song, Battleships, has been all over the radio, actually.
Good.
Funny story. Yeah, I know, right?
That means they got the check.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, right after school today, okay, so I was, like, in my car, and I was, like, driving, and, like, the first song that came on was Battleships.
And you're
then,
singing it the whole way.
of course I was. And then I was, like, and then it, like, finished, so I was, like, and, like, some kind of, like, annoying ad came on, so I changed it. And then your song goes on again, and I was like, what is this interview after school? Yeah. It was
Love
very
it.
exciting. So,
Yeah.
can you tell me a little bit about that song?
Yeah, well, it's not the typical love song or breakup song that we're kind of accustomed to putting out, but it's more like two strong people,
Yeah.
you know, not backing down.
You recently said in an interview that your fourth studio recording, Baptized, was like your most inspirational record that you've ever done. So why is that?
I don't really know. I think it just kind of a lot of life had happened and a lot of time had passed between records, and I had a lot to write about.
Yeah.
And working with a lot of different people kind of forced me out of my usual comfort zone lyrically and musically. So it kind of brought out a different side of me, I think.
Nice.
There was a little more lightheartedness to the lyrics on this record, I think.
How do you think you've changed, like, over the years, and do you think your music has changed with it?
Well, yeah, I think just growing up, maturing as a human being, definitely caters to the music and caters to the way you write and what you write about, and just I think seeing the world on many occasions kind of opens your eyes up to new things and new ideas, and I think just in general you have to evolve. You have to kind of move forward and not do regurgitated versions of what you've done before. And so I was very adamant about not recreating anything we had done in the past.
Definitely. And you were talking kind of like about like seeing the world and everything. Is there something that you get to like see on tour, like maybe like you have to go to a certain place, or like you went to some place and it was just like, oh my God, I got to see this? Kind of thing.
We recently went to Japan, and it was incredible. I mean, we love all our crowds. We love everyone that ever wants to come see us, but it's a completely different animal over there.
I heard, yeah.
No one is looking at the show through a cell phone. No one is Instagramming or tweeting during the show. I mean, they're completely 100% engaged from top of the show to the bottom. And it kind of made me realize that we're a bunch of selfish a-holes sometimes in America. And seeing like that culture was just extremely eye-opening for us.
Yeah, I feel like, I interviewed Philip Phillips, and I was like at his concert, and literally the whole front row, they were all seeing it through their cell phones, and I was like, and I thought to myself, I was like, you need to like live in like the moment, you know, like, because like, I guess you'll look back on it and be like, but you're not like enjoying it like right there. And is it Japan that they're like the ones that they clap at the very end, it's not between each song or something?
Well, they clap, and then it's silent, and I had to kind of go, look, I know this is your culture, but there's not a moment in this show where you have to be quiet ever. And they took that to heart, and they were screaming their faces off.
Yeah, because I think I was talking to like some Broadway performer, and like she was just like, yeah, and it was really weird because like we did like this big thing that normally gets like a huge clap, and it was
gets
silent.
a little awkward and makes you kind of overthink things
Yeah.
and think that maybe you're not doing a great job. But going into that, we were warned, like, look, if they get quiet, that means they're really hanging on every word,
Wow.
and they want to make sure they don't miss anything, which is really, really cool.
That's cool. I kind of want to see that like
Yeah.
in America. Like I want to see like people doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be cool. So
that ain't gonna happen.
yeah, I figured, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So what has been like your biggest risk, and was it like a good risk to take?
I think this album was a risk. I think Battleships in general was a risk of a song to put out, and it was definitely not like if you heard that up against any of our other catalog, you would have been like, who is this? This isn't normal. And it was a risk, but we were willing to take it because we wanted to differentiate that record with any of the previous albums and show that we're not a one-trick pony. We're not putting out the same kind of song over and over. And so, you know, it worked and it didn't. And, it's one of those things that you kind of chalk up to that was that era of the band, and who knows what happens next.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, there's one thing about like artists that like when they like do the same thing over and over, it's like, oh, that sounded like their last album. So it's cool when you like can switch it up.
It's a weird conundrum because you have fans going, oh, that doesn't sound anything like you've put out before. But then if we put out something like that, then you got everybody else going, oh, everything they do is the same.
Exactly.
So it's one of those things that you have to kind of go with your gut and go, the fans really don't want to hear the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Like they think they do, but then they would get bored with us too.
Yeah.
And so you have to give them a variety, and you have to give them where you are then and be honest. And like, this is who we are right now. We hope you stick around for the next one. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I know I like to hear different things. Like, oh, what song is it? You know, it sounds completely different. I think that's cool. So I know like performers and maybe like anyone that's like like really striving for something, they always think like success is like an overnight success kind of thing. And I think I was talking with Darius Rucker or someone, and they were like, no, like success is usually like an overnight success is like an 8-year period kind of thing. So what would you say to anyone that thinks overnight success is like a...
Well, that was exactly what it was for me. It was like 10 years in the making, overnight success, you know. I had been playing in clubs and with bands for 8 to 10 years and kind of spinning wheels, really not going anywhere. So when I decided to take that leap and go out, which was very against the rock grain, so to speak, to go out on a pop TV show. But I looked at it as an audition for the world, for every record label that I couldn't get in front of face to face. That's the way I viewed it, and it worked out. Doesn't always work out for everyone, and you can't go, well, if I go on American Idol, I'm gonna be just like what CHRIS DAUGHTry did or what Carrie Underwood did. You know, I think everybody's path of trajectory is extremely different. That's a case-by-case basis. Regardless of what it is, you have to bust your ass and you have to work really, really hard, because none of it falls in your lap. Even though I got where I got on the show, I continued to work and work and work and work. And a lot of people think once they get there that I'm here, I made it. You know, I won, yay, I made it. And then for some reason it doesn't pan out the way they saw it in their head. Yeah,
because I know like a lot of people like would win American Idol or X Factor or something, and they don't go anywhere with it.
And they get dropped the next year. You know, it's constant work. You have to have a work ethic that doesn't know when to stop. Have
there been any like recent cartoon drawings since like the last time we've talked?
Oh yeah, I just finished up a piece. I put it on Instagram the other day of Ben Affleck as Batman. I call it Batfleck piece.
Look at that.
But I'm waiting to get it colored right now. So I've got a few pieces in the can that are going to be coming out on our website for people that want to buy prints. So we got a Superman coming and a Batman piece as well.
That's so crazy. That is so cool. And it was so funny because, like, right after I talked to you, Jeff Gordon also has a foundation, and he was doing something with Superman. It was just like really coincidental, and I was like, what the heck? But yeah,
that's
it was really cool. So yeah, and what are your plans for 2015? Because that's like right around the corner.
It's going to be a much needed break. Recharge the batteries, be with family, take a real break from the music for a minute so we can all get re-inspired and hopefully blow everybody's mind on the next record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Are you like taking a break for Christmas though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got 3 more shows after tonight, and we get to go home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for
Thanks
talking.
for having me.
I don't wanna see the day we say